Welcome to week 5 of pre-season training. Lovely weather and practice matches are underway, so it's a really good time to get down and get your fitness back. Plenty of numbers down on the track, so make sure everyone's getting down and getting back into the swing of things. Uniform shop is now open for all VAFA umpires. All the details are on the VAFA UA website and there are links on the Facebook page. Really encourage everyone to get their order in now so that all the stocks arrive for round 1. This Wednesday, training will start at 6:15 as usual. To be usual on-track training for the boundary umpires and the goal umpires. Field umpires will have a coaching session going over all the new rules for 2019. This will all be followed by a free barbecue afterwards. So great night to get down and get amongst it.
So week 5 down at the VAFA. It's been a great first start of the pre-season, and for some umpires we even started our season proper this week with our initial practice matches and that first intro into activity for the weekend, for the season, and starting to feel what the body tells us after a match in regards to how our pre-season's been going, have we been doing enough work, and for a lot of us, we've been finishing a game, getting halfway through a game thinking, oh no, I haven't done enough. It's very important to understand that you can't play catch up at this point, so if your pre-season hasn't quite been to where you would want it, you can't fast forward that, you can't fast track that, you just got to understand where you're at and bit by bit work yourself up to the point that you want to be in regards to your fitness. There is no shortcut, there is no way of fast forwarding it. Just be honest with yourself to where you're at and progress from there. As we have got practice matches starting, we are going to have a few people, especially with harder grounds and hotter weather, pulling up sore, pulling up sorry, a bit dehydrated and a bit worn out after a game. So it's very, very important to do the right things in that first 48 hours to 72 hours post the game to give our bodies the best chance to recover, and also to give yourselves the best opportunity to analyse where your body's at and have you pulled up injured. We'll introduce this year, we're very lucky to have a physio come down every night of training and assist us with our injuries, our injury prevention and also our rehab. So introduce Steph, who's joining us this year. What sort of things, Steph, should our umpires be doing through a season if they are pulling up sore real quick?
So thanks for the introduction. I'm Steph from Universal Practice. We're helping out with VAFA umpires this year. So recovery, really important in any sport, especially for runners and especially when you start doing those high load trainings and leading into your comp days as such. So your first 48 to 72 hours after any really intense training, exercise or game, you should really be thinking of doing anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes minimum recovery the next day. It can be anything from a short walk to just some interval light jogging in conjunction with those walking. Some ice for any particularly sore spots, also really important. Stretching, another really good one. You can jump on the foam roller. Gentle light stretches, also nice for recovery, and the favourite, just jumping in some ice baths or cold ocean.
Filling the bath full of ice and jumping in and 100%. Nursing those sore bodies. Yep. So in regards to that, so if our umpires are pulling up sore on a game day and straight away they've got that long drive home because some of us travel a long way to get to games.
Yeah, sure. So any, acute injury that you sustain at the time of the injury, you should really be aiming for ice straight away. So
straight after a game, go see one of the trainers at one of the home clubs and they'll sort you out with ice.
Yeah, definitely.
And what you need.
A little bit more after when you get home as well. Doesn't hurt, but definitely that acute stage, you really want to get on top of it really quickly.
So it's really important, obviously, that first, as we were saying, that first 48 hours, that they are doing the right things in regards to ice, recovery, getting a little bit of exercise, as you were saying, that walk, that light jog, just to move the bodies.
If you've pulled up particularly sore in one spot and through that recovery, through some light walking, you're not feeling it, then that's great. If you are feeling it, not so great, so you really need to touch base with someone to have it further investigated.
Yep. And that's where our physio Steph this year comes in. So if you are sore post the game, you've done all the things in the video that Steph just spoke about on a Monday night, come see her and you will have done everything right and she'll be able to progress you and make sure hopefully you get up for that next week, or if you are injured that you don't miss too many. We have our VAFA UA barbecue on the Wednesday nights. Let's make sure we are down for that. And hopefully we have a great 2019. I'm sure with Steph on board, we'll have very, very minimal injuries.